Hello, in this video we will be talking about how you can use Spotipo to collect guest email addresses from your UniFi network. My name is Rakesh and I am the founder of Spotipo. This would be the process that we'll be following. So as soon as guest connects to the hotspot enabled network, he or she will be redirected to the captive portal by the UniFi access point. So how it happens is that UniFi access point create a set of rules that will block all traffic from a particular device onto the internet and only allow captive portal traffic. In this case, the captive portal is Spotipo, so the guest will be redirected to our portal. And in this portal, the users will be asked to enter their email and name or what are the details that you want to collect. Once the user enters those details, they will be redirected back to internet. On the background, Spotify will send an authentication command to your UniFi controller, and then the UniFi controller will relay that authentication command back to your UniFi access point, and the user will get internet access. Now, what are the requirements for this to happen? You of course would need an UniFi network controller. Any kind of controller will do. It could either be a physical controller like one of the UniFi OS devices, or it could be also be a software one. The important point is that the controller needs to be online all the time. As soon as the controller goes offline, the hotspot functionality will be disabled on the UniFi access points, and it has to be reachable on the internet. This is so because our Spotipo servers will be able to talk to it and authenticate any guest that logs in. You would of course need a Spotipo account. We have a free 14-day no string attached trial that you can try. You would also need an admin access to your controller. If you have a controller from one of your vendors and you don't have admin access to it, then first thing that you need to do is to get access to that. Once you sign up for a Spotify trial, you will be shown a page like this. So this is where you can give details about the location that you would like to deploy the captive portal to. The reason we ask for this information is to try and create you a splash page automatically. Let's say I'm gonna try one of my son's favorite places, and then once you enter the name of the institution or the location that you like to deploy the portal to, we will try and find it for you. We don't have all the locations everywhere, so it's also possible for you to add it manually. If you wish to do so, you can do that, or I'm gonna just choose this is the as the location that I would like to deploy the portal to, and then I can just press confirm. And then we support a number of routers, but the purpose of this video, we will be using UniFi as an example. Let's say I'm going to deploy it on UniFi, and then the purpose of the portal is to collect information from guests. So I'm going to just leave it that. Then I'm going to press create location. Yeah, it's going to take a few seconds. And now if you go into the splash page, you can see that we already got the logo and created a splash page for you. If you like, you can change the logo to something else. You can also update the background of this page, change colors, etc. I'm not going to do either of that, but I just want to show you one more thing. In here, by default, you will be collecting only emails. But if you want, you can go here and add more fields. Let's say I'm gonna add name as well. Save the fields. Now your splash page is ready for collecting data. The last thing you need to do is to connect your UniFi controller. For that, go over here and then press the gear icon over here, and now here you need to choose between two options: the self-installed software or UniFi OS. So by self-installed software means, like, if you have the UniFi controller application running in your own servers or on a provider like Hostify, and the other case is UniFi OS device, like things like UDM Pro, Ultra, Express. You got the idea. I'm going to choose self-installed software because that's what we have. I'm going to press next, and here you need to choose between direct connection or reverse proxy. We would recommend direct connection if possible. Like, say you have the controller running on cloud, or you have it running locally, but with your location has a public static IP, then you can use the direct connection. If you don't have either of those, then let's say your location is powered by Starlink and you don't have a public IP on Starlink, you can use a reverse proxy option. But for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna use direct connection here, and then we'll ask you for the controller host name or IP. I'm gonna use that. Press next. You need to fill in the username and password. We would recommend creating a dedicated user for Spotipo, a dedicated local admin user. I had created that. I'm gonna put that in. Then the password. Press next, and in this state we will validate the credentials that you have provided us, and then let you choose from a list of sites which one you want to deploy the hotspot to. I'm gonna choose this one here, for example. Plus next, and then you can choose the network that you want to deploy the captive portal to, and finish. In this last step, we'll try to talk to the UniFi controller and set up all the right option for your hotspot. Yeah, and now basically you are now set for collecting emails. All you need to do now is to connect a device to your guest network and see it works. Now that we have configured everything, we need to test it out. I've just tested it out on my phone and made a recording. I'm gonna play it now. Let's see. So this is the network that I have configured a captive portal with. As soon as you connect to that portal, network, the splash page that we have configured has opened. Now you would enter your email and name over here, press the connect button, and then it takes few seconds because Spotipo has to talk to your UniFi controller, then the UniFi controller has to talk to your AP. After that, as you can see here, which in here, let me put that back in here again. The user is redirected back to google.com. That's the default redirect URL that we have. If you want, you can change that as well. But that's it. That's how you can configure UniFi with Spotipo to collect email addresses. If you have any comments, questions, please feel free to reach out to us through website, through the comments section. Bye.